All right, we turn to weightlifting. That remains a Cinderella sport in South Africa. With little funding, the sport is almost non-existent in certain parts of the Rainbow Nation. However, there is a gym in Soweto that is aiming to change that by introducing more children to the sport in the hope that one day it will produce an Olympic weightlifter. CGTN Sias to Plessis has more.
In the heart of central Soweto, amongst the hustle and bustle of one of South Africa's biggest townships, the banging and clanging of weights can be heard. Despite the constant noise complaints from the neighbors, the grind continues for the only weightlifting club in the area and its founder, KHATI MABUYA, who started off training 5 children 2.5 years ago, and now he has over 70.
Well, for me, it actually feels good because it is exactly what I, as a person wanted, you know. I actually saw the difficulties that we are faced with as a community. So for me, it was actually about helping my community through the kids.
The location of the club is steeped in history and boasts legendary tales of human strength and mental fortitude, which is fitting, according to assistant coach LESEGO MOGOTSI, affectionately known as Zeus, because he hopes the gym can draw inspiration from those who fought against injustice.
To think that the first Soweto weightlifting gym is here again in Central, so it's pretty amazing, just the history of this area and the people of it. So it's good to be part of it and to know that I'm leaving a legacy also. So
life isn't easy in South Africa, and often the daily rigors and socio-economic circumstances leave people feeling dejected. But through the efforts of the club, more people are taking an interest in the sport and feeling part of a movement that is uplifting children in the community.
As a young black man in South Africa, it's not easy, especially with the COVID and everything, whereby you go out looking for jobs and stuff. It's not. But then after I go out and then I come back and then I see these kids call me coach, or just walking on the street and someone says, "Hey, sir, coach, thank you for the weekend," or "Thank you for the training we received during the weekend." It's something. You forget about life, you forget about everything. So yeah, I'd say this is church, this is holy ground. So yeah.
MABUYA, the 2019 81-kilogram South African weightlifting champion, says that Soweto has a lot of talented young weightlifters and is excited to see what the future holds for his club and the sport.
Well, in the beginning, it was just about taking the kids off the streets. But now, I've grown some professional weightlifters, and for me, I would really love to see one of our kids actually make the world stage. Even if it's not Olympics, but to actually just one of our kids representing the country, that will actually mean a lot to me.
The Soweto Lifting Club is an outlet to many children and teenagers who find themselves with very little inspiration and hope in one of the townships where drugs, violence and alcohol abuse is part of their daily lives. This small space behind me offers that motivation, a sanctuary from the streets, and a place where the clanging of weights on the ground signals progress, growth and a lifeline to those seeking a better future. Sias du Plessis, CGTN, Soweto, South Africa.